Hello, welcome back to the Cafe Management System series. In today's video, let's list all the orders from MySQL database. As you can see here, we have simple table. In this table, we fetched all the orders like order ID, order date, item, quantity, price, total price, and here we have action button. We have edit action and delete action. So, before watching this video, I strongly recommend you to watch our previous video because in the previous video, we generated order slip. Today, we want to fetch all the orders from MySQL database and display them in this simple tabular format. Let's close the application. So, here we have a form, manage order. Let's open that. Inside that, we have simple table, which is custom table. In this project, we want to use custom table. If you want to use custom table, you can find in the custom controls. Let's expand that, and here we have custom table. As you can see, custom table, just simple drag and drop. So if you want to use Java Swing default table, you can find from here. As you can see, we have table, just drag and drop. For now, let's skip that because we want to use custom table. That is good. Let's switch back to the source code. Okay, we have constructor. Here we have constructor. Let's define a method to fetch all the records from different tables because we want to fetch order details like order ID, order date, item name, price, and so on, and these data available in different tables. So let's define that method. We want to define a simple method here. For example, private void get all records. So thereafter, let's define a simple query to get all the data from different tables. As you can see on MySQL Workbench, we have already defined that query. That query can get data from different tables. We have order table, order details table, and menu item table. So as you can see from the order table, we want to get order ID, order date, that is good. From the menu item table, item name and price, and here we calculated total price, there is no problem. And from the details table, we want to get quantity. So you can get this query from the video description link, there is no problem. Let's copy that query first. Okay, first let's execute that. Sorry, no database selected. Let's select database. We have Cafe Management DB. Let's execute that. Thereafter, let's execute that query. As you can see, we got all the records from multiple tables. There is no problem. Okay, let's close that. Sorry. And we want to copy that query. And here, let's define simple variable. For example, string query equals. We want to paste that query. Okay. Let's add format. Okay, that is good. So in the second step, let's read database connection from JDBC connection class because here we have connection package. Inside that we have JDBC connection class. First, let's open that. And here we have get database connection method that can establish the connection. There is no problem. Let's read that. Simple, we want to define try catch with resources. That is good. Let's define the catch block. We want to catch scale exception. Okay. So let's read database connection first. Simple connection. For example, link equals. We have JDBC connection class. Inside that we have get database connection method. Okay. Sorry. Thereafter, let's define prepare statement. Simple prepare statement ps equals. Sorry. PS equals, we have already link. On that link, let's use prepare statement method, and to that we want to pass query. After that, let's execute that query. Simple, let's take result set. For example, rs equals we have ps and we have execute query method because the query is select. So thereafter, as you can see here, we have custom table. To that, let's add header. Simple. We will define string array, for example, column names. Okay, sorry, let's initialize that. And here we want to pass different column names like order id, order date, item name, quantity, price, and total price. Simple. We have order id. Thereafter, sorry, we have order date. After that, we have item. That is good. Thereafter, we have, sorry, quantity, and after that we have price. Okay, thereafter we have total price. Okay, total price. That is good. This can represent table header which contains order id, order date, item, quantity, price, and total price. So let's create default table model. Simple. Default table model. We have default table model, and here let's add name. For example, model equals new default table model. To that, let's pass column names, which is header, and row count. Column names we have already that, and row count, for example, 0. Simple. While rs dot next, and here let's get all the data. We want to define variable for each column. Simple. For example, we have, sorry, for example, string, we have order id equals result set dot get string of, sorry, we have order id. Let's check that we have order id. Let's copy from here. So after that, let's copy the same statement, and here we have order date. Let's add order date. Thereafter, let's copy the same statement for the item name. Sorry, let's check that we have, sorry, let's execute that. We have item name, quantity, price, total price. Item name, quantity, price, total price. Simple. Item name, and here let's change that to item name. Thereafter we have, sorry, we have quantity, and here let's use, sorry, quantity, and after that we have price. Simple. Price. Let's add price. Then we have total price. There is no problem. Total price. Let's add here also total price. Okay friends, everything is good. As you can see here, we defined variables, and to each variable we assigned a column value like order id, order date, item name, and so on. So thereafter, let's define another array to store all the values. Simple. For example, we want to take, for example, object, because in the table we have different types of value like integer, string, double, date, and so on. And here we have action column also. I missed that. Let's add that. We have action column for the button. Let's add that. That is good. Let's define array. For example, rows equals, we want to assign, we have order id, then we have order date. After that we have item name, we have quantity, then we have price, and we have total price. That is good. Okay, after that, as you can see here, we have table model. To that, let's add these rows one by one. Simple. We have model dot add row, and we want to add this row. Okay. Okay, everything is good. As you can see here, we have table. Let's check name of that. We have, let's add name, for example, sorry, data display table, and you can use any name, there is no problem. Let's copy that. To that, we want to add model simple data display table dot set model, and we have already model, there is no problem. So after that, we want to add property to the action column because we want to add weight to that to display the complete buttons. For now, it takes the same weight like order ID column, order date, or item name, or any other. Let's add weight to that 200 pixels. Simple, we have data display table, then we have get table dot get column, we have get column model. Okay, thereafter we have get column. Let's add index. We have, sorry, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, let's add 6, and here we want to add, for example, set preferred width, for example 200. That is good. Let's save the changes, and we want to call that method inside the constructor. Let's call that. Okay, everything is fine. Let's save the changes. Let's run the application to see the result. Let's open manage orders. As you can see, we got all the data from MySQL database. Here we have edit button and delete button. So in our upcoming video session, we want to implement how we can edit order and how we can delete order from MySQL database. That is good. If you have any questions, you can write them in the comment. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. That is enough for today. Have a good day. See you in the next one.